Okay, so the first definition I want you to write, or the only definition I want you to write, not really a definition, but it's something from the last page, and it's the only real piece of information we need to get us through for today. Okay, so the only thing I want you to write at the top here is graph is not a function. Sorry, is not a function. Okay. If any vertical line, draw a vertical line there, going straight up and down, touches two or more points on graph. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna draw some vertical. I'm gonna skip a line and I'm gonna draw three small coordinate planes, and you'll kind of see what I mean here. So, and each coordinate plane, okay, is going to be 4 boxes tall. Okay, so I'm going to draw 3. And we're not even going to number it. The numbers on the X and the Y, we won't need them. Okay, you just need to be able to visually spot out a function when it's a continuous graph. And after that first row of 3, I'm going to skip 2 lines. I'm going to do another row of 3 planes here. That one wasn't very straight at all. So let me fix it. Okay. All right, so that's what you have so far. I'm going to skip another 2 lines. Put another row. Okay. And then another 2 lines, and I'm just going to put 2 here on this last line. Okay, so we're going to quickly draw in some graphs. And if you want, I'm going to really quickly, I'm going to just put the X and Y axes here with a marker. You can do that if you want, or you can just darken the X and Y axis. So it just looks a little bit different than the graphs we're going to draw. Okay, and these graphs will be quick. All right, so you should have 11 graphs, okay? 11 small graphs. Give you a minute here or so to catch up if you are still making your graphs. Okay, now I'm going to draw in some line or some graphs. Okay, so on the first graph, okay, I'm just going to draw a diagonal line, any diagonal line. Okay, so I'm just going to make mine like that. Okay, on the second one, I'm going to do this. If you want, you can put the arrows showing they keep going to the left and to the right. Okay. On the third one, my graph's going to look like this. Okay, so unlike the graphs we did before, that were individual points, okay, these are continuous continuous lines, okay, not straight lines, but curves or lines, okay. All right, next one is going to be a circle. Okay. Next one's going to be like this. Okay. The next one will be like this. Okay, and the next one will look like this. Then we're going to have one that looks like this, sideways V. Then we'll have one that looks like this. Okay, and then the last two, the first one will be a horizontal line. There's your X, there's your Y, okay. And then this one will be a vertical line. Okay, there's your X, there's your Y. Okay, vertical line. I'll give you a minute to catch up. And actually, I'll go ahead and number these also, just so it's clear which one I'm talking about. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Okay. Okay, if I'm going too fast, just chat me or unmute yourself. I'm going to go ahead and look at each of these now. And we're just like on Thursday. Okay, you're going to say yes or no if it's a function or not. Okay, so we're going to use the vertical line test. Okay, so again, this is called the vertical line test. And the vertical line test says the graph is not a function if any vertical line touches 2 or more points. Okay, and again, the graph is not a function. Okay, because if it hits 2 or more points, that indicates a repeat in X. Not a function if it touches 2 or more points. Okay, and that's a vertical line. If a vertical line touches 2 or more points. All right, so let's take a look at number 1. It looks like in number 1, anywhere that I draw a vertical line going straight up and down, it's only going to hit that graph one time. It's only going to hit the diagonal line one time, anywhere that I draw a vertical line. Okay, so this one you would choose, you would say that it is a function. Okay. I'm actually now going to jump down to number 4. Okay, and then we'll do them in order. But in number 4, right, I have to be able to draw a vertical line anywhere and it not hit 2 points. But here, right, it's kind of, you can kind of see if I draw a vertical line here, right, it's going to hit 2 points. Right, so right there, 2 points. Okay, so this one would not be a function. So I'm going to put not function. Okay. So 4 hits, a vertical line hits 2 points. That's not a function. All right, let's take a look at number 2. Number 2, this thing gets kind of vertical, but it still stays diagonal. It never gets, it'll keep going. It'll never get completely straight up and down. It stays a little bit diagonal, right, as it keeps going. So does this, even though it looks horizontal at the end here, it's still going to be diagonal. When it goes straight, continues, there'll still be an element where it's diagonal, okay? And here there'll still be an element as it goes, keeps going, where it's going to be diagonal, okay? So in number 2, anywhere that I draw a vertical line, okay, it's only going to hit 1 point. Anywhere I draw a vertical line, it's only going to hit 1 point. It's not going to hit, there's no vertical line anywhere here that I can draw where it hits 2 or more points, okay? So this one would be a function. Okay. Number 3, okay, again, vertical line test. Any vertical line that I draw is only going to hit 1 point on the graph. Any line going straight up and down, any vertical line that I draw, it's only going to hit 1 point on the graph. Okay, so there's no vertical line I can draw where it hits 2 or more points. Okay, so this one would also be a function. Let's take a look at number 5. Well, number 5, I can draw a vertical line right there, straight up and down, right? It's 2 points. Okay, so right there, there's our repeat in X. Okay, this is like -2 and +3. And this point looks like it's maybe -2 and maybe -3. Okay, anyways, there's a repeat in that X. This vertical line hits 2 points. So this would not be a function. So we'll put not function. Okay. All right, number 6, let's take a look at it. Any vertical line that I draw is only going to hit 1 point. Any line going straight up and down is only going to hit 1 point on that graph anywhere. Right, 1 point there, right, 1 point there. There's no vertical line that I can draw that'll hit more than 1 point. Okay, so this one would be a function. Any vertical line I draw will only hit 1 point on that graph. All right, let's take a look at the last few here. All right, this one, number 7. So some students will say, hey, if I draw a vertical line here, it only hits 1 point. Okay, that's true. But you need to be able to draw a vertical line anywhere and it hits only 1 point. So if I look to see right here, if I draw a vertical line right there, or that vertical line, that's the y-axis, right? Look at this vertical line here, right? It hits 1, 2, 3 points. Hits more than 1 point. Right, so this one hits 3 points. Okay, so this would not be a function. Okay, it's a function if anywhere you draw, it only hit 1 point. Okay, number 8. Again, vertical line anywhere should only hit 1 point, but I see a vertical line right here. Right, it hits 2 points on the graph. Okay, so this again would not be a function. Number 9, anywhere that I draw a vertical line is only going to hit 1 point. Any vertical line I draw is only going to hit 1 point on that graph. Okay, so this one is a function. All right, then the last two. Number 10, if I draw a vertical line, it's only going to hit 1 point. Right? Any vertical line I draw is only going to hit 1 point. So this is a function. And then for number 11, you have a vertical line. If I draw a vertical line straight through that vertical line, it's going to hit at a lot of points. Right? It shares a lot of common points. Okay, there's a lot of more than one. Okay, so since a vertical line, right, will share an infinite amount of points with another vertical line, right? I'm going to just say here it hits many points. Okay, this would not be a function. Okay, so again, you're using the vertical line test. It's a function. If anywhere you can draw a vertical line, any vertical line will only hit 1 point. If you see a vertical line that hits 2 or more, okay, it's not a function. Okay.